Hi, today we are at Alexander-Downey Cemetery in Madison Township, Scioto County, Ohio. This cemetery is documented as being on the Blackburn property, which is private property. We've received permission from the property owners to visit today. This cemetery is noted as containing 5 iron crosses, and the actual depiction of those hadn't been previously recorded, so there was some speculation as to whether or not these were GAR headstones or some other variation thereof. Upon reaching the cemetery, which at one time was in the upper field of a farm that's now largely overgrown, we located the 5 iron crosses. Well, we located 4 iron crosses. As you can see, they are iron banding. There is some discoloration on the face. We don't know if that's natural weathering or chemical weathering, possibly from paint that had been used to temporarily inscribe a person's name. But now, after closer examination, visual examination, we can't determine who these are actually for. There had been a story circulated that at one time there was a hospital at the base of the hill for veterans, and this is where the veterans were buried at. That could be true. However, looking at the graves and the grave collapse, such as this burial here, it's a smaller grave, something that would typically indicate an adolescent or a youth, possibly a child. These iron crosses are set in what appears to be stone. In this case, it's squared off. That could be concrete, but we're not going to remove any of the moss to look. But they are set into a base. They're not driven into the ground. And you can kind of see some of that discoloration that we had talked about. But again, this is a smaller grave cavity, which again typically indicates a youth or a child. But we have another one that's here. You can see it's set in stone, similar welding. The grave for it's not as apparent. And here as well, we have another smaller cross with looks to be about 6 foot long burial cavity. So an adult. Here we have what looks to be an older fence post, and on the deed description, it was described, the cemetery was described as being a 1/4 of an acre. So it's very small. Here we have a field stone that's in line with the other burials, but there is no cross, so either the cross is absent or there wasn't a cross there at all. And then on the other side, we have another iron cross, a down tree, and amidst the down tree is a piece of white PVC pipe with a glass jar on top and orange flagging. And we did come across more orange flagging here. I think that's probably used to indicate the boundary of the cemetery. But again, we are at Alexander-Downey Cemetery in Madison Township, Scioto County, Ohio. Thanks for watching.